Deep fly ball to center field.
He read that ball very well when it came off the bat, and he ran underneath that fly ball and turned it into an easy out.
1 out and nobody on. One and 0. Another ball.
You know, the way things are going right now, I'd make him throw a strike. I'm going to have this guy taking.
Curveball low and away. Here's a hitter's count, 3-0. Oh, that surprised him. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the batter takes his base.
Boy, he really worked the pitcher for that walk.
The score is tied at 0. At bat, Jose Cruz Jr. One and 0. Another ball. Slider low and away.
Jim, the coach is probably giving him the take sign here. They want the pitcher to throw a strike.
He's walked another one. To the plate, Carlos Delgado. Popped up over the plate. He makes the grab. 2 outs and runners on first and second. It's a ball. 1-0. Deep fly ball to center field.
Now that fly ball to the outfield turned into a can of corn. No problem at all.
That takes care of the side with 2 left aboard. Dead even in the first. Fastball up and in. Chin music. 1-0. He missed the bunt. The count's 1-2. A frozen rope to the shortstop.
Jim, that was a great at bat. He didn't try to do too much. He just took what they gave him.
1 on and nobody out. Deep fly ball to center field.
That outfielder got a great jump on that ball. He tracked it down and made a nice catch.
1 out, 1 on.
They might be expecting a bunt in this situation.
He'll try for second. Hit to center field. That'll take care of that. 2 outs and 1 on. Up next, Edgar Martinez. Curveball outside. 1-0. Another ball. Two balls and 1 strike.
That's a good one.
The score is tied at 0. Next up, Jay Buhner. Curveball high and away. mean they're going to start throwing at each other?
You know, Jim, a pitcher can't be afraid to throw inside, and sometimes that means a batter will get hit.
The score is tied at 0. Up next, Russ Davis. Over to third in the pickoff play. Safe at third. Fastball inside. 1-0. One ball and one strike. Split finger inside. Oh, this could be. He's hit it hard. It's back, way back. He brings them all home. Grand slam.
Jim, everybody in the ballpark knew that one was gone as soon as he hit it.
A grand slam home run for Seattle. 2 outs, nobody on. Next batter, David Segui. Swing and a miss. Meanwhile, batter takes his base.
Ooh, that's got to hurt, Jim. Looks like we could have the makings of a heated rivalry here.
Here comes Dan Wilson. Oh, and 1. Fastball inside. Slider high and tight. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pop straight up. Easy play. That's the 3rd out with a man stranded. At the top of the 2nd, the Toronto Blue Jays trail by 4.
Yeah, they put together a big inning. They're swinging the bats really well now.
1-0. Fastball outside.
If the coach could tie his hands, he'd do it. They sure don't want him swinging at this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. 3 balls and 1 strike. Line drive to third base. He caught it. 1 out and nobody on. Twice in the history of this stadium, baseballs have been hit up in the air, never to be seen again.
Well, what happens is they get hit up into those speakers and they stay up on the perch. They didn't come down. Both of those balls were ruled foul strikes.
Slider low and away. To the plate, Ed Sprague. Didn't find the plate. Ball. 1-0. The pitcher's fallen behind 2-0. Curveball outside. Hey, didn't expect that. Sharp liner to center field. Throw to second. Safe at second. Safe at first. There's a base hit. 1 out and 2 on. Next batter, Alex Gonzalez. Slider high and tight. 1-0. One ball and one strike. Another ball. Another ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. He's walked another one.
That walk was a result of him trying to be too fine with his pitches.
Another walk surrendered.
You know, to guard against that sacrifice fly, this guy's got to keep the ball down.
Slider broke down the middle. 0-1. Didn't find the plate. Ball. Shallow pop fly to center field. He's got it. 2 outs and the bases loaded. Up next, Mariano Duncan. Shallow pop fly to the left side. He makes the out. That's the 3rd out with the bases left jammed.
With this guy's speed, the defense has got to be thinking about a possibility of a bunt.
1-0. Ground ball up the middle. To the first baseman. Safe at first. That's a knock.
I tell you what, that was just a ground ball, but it worked for him, and he got on base. He got a base hit. You know, I think this could be a great time for them to think about a sacrifice.
Curveball low and away. 1-0. It's a bunt. Throw to first. Got him. Safe at second. 1 out, 1 on. Hitting 0 for 1, Alex Rodriguez. Curveball outside. Pickoff attempt at second base. Safe at second. The pitcher's fallen behind 2-0.
Well, it's a situation where I'd have him taken. I don't think I want him to swing right here.
It's going. Home run, Seattle.
Jim, any ball hit that hard, that fast, should have had a stewardess on it.
1 out and nobody on. Hitting 0 for 1, Ken Griffey Jr. They're in business.
Jim, it looked like he shortened up his swing on that pitch and hit it into the outfield. Jim, this guy's got great bat control. He should be able to move the runner into scoring position.
Off the plate by a hair.
Boy, I tell you, Jim, he's having a real good year at the plate. Martinez is among the major league leaders in slugging percentage.
Fastball inside. Here's a hitter's count. 3-0. Hey, didn't expect that. He walks to first. At bat, Jay Buhner. Split finger, low and away. 1-0. Curveball high and away.
You know, Jim, Buhner is among the major league leaders in RBIs.
2 balls and 1 strike.
That's a good one.
Batting 1 for 1, Russ Davis.
All you want to do right here is make sure you drive the ball to the outfield.
He's hit by the pitch.
You know, Jim, a pitcher can't be afraid to throw inside, and sometimes that means a batter will get hit.
Another run scores. Next batter, David Segui.
A deep fly ball should be good enough to score.
Quick throw over to first. Safe at first.
Don't try to do too much here. Just put the ball in play deep to the outfield.
Hit deep to right field.
The outfielder got a good jump on that ball. He turned it into a routine fly ball. Well, there's another good example of a wasted opportunity. They just didn't get the job done.
Okay, Buck. Hitting 0 for 1, Dan Wilson. It's a ball. Slider outside.
You know, if I were him right now, I'd take it. This guy's got to throw a strike.
I know he wanted to pitch him tight. That's a bit too tight, Buck.
Jim, a good pitcher lets the batter know that he owns the inside half of the plate.
Score another run. Batting 1 for 1, Rob Ducey. One and 0. Another ball. Fastball up and in. That's chin music. Here's a hitter's count, 3-0. Three balls and 1 strike. Deep fly ball to center field. Can of corn. That's the 3rd out with the bases left loaded. At the top of the 3rd, the Mariners lead.
Yeah, they put together a big inning. They're really swinging the bats well now.
That's a bunt by Cruz Jr. He's out of there. 1 out and nobody on. Hitting 0 for 1, Carlos Delgado. Oh, he's hit it high. This might bring rain. It's caught. Caught at the wall by Junior. 2 outs, nobody on. Line drive, second base.
You know, Huey, that was a pretty good play right there. That line drive had base hit written all over it.
A blowout in the 3rd. How about the nickname game?
Did you realize that Home Run Baker hit a whopping 12 home runs in 1913?
So why did they call him Home Run Baker?
Because he led the league.
All of today's action is sponsored by Extreme Doilies for the dinner party that you wouldn't bring your mother to. Extreme Doilies, the world's most controversial doily. Nice pitch. That's a strike. He's batting 1 for 1. Safe at first. That's a nice single.
Well, I tell you what, Jim, that was a pretty nice piece of hitting right there. If he can hit the ball on the right side of the infield, then they can get that runner into scoring position. Huey, that was nothing to it. Little fly ball to the outfield, and that guy moved under it and made the easy play.
1 out, 1 on. Didn't find the plate. Ball. The pitcher's fallen behind, 2-0. Fastball outside.
Jim, they've got to make him hold up on this one. The pitcher's struggling to throw strikes.
Curveball down the middle. 3 balls and 1 strike. That's another base on balls.
Boy, what a great job by the batter to earn a free base. That could really get something going.
We've got time for a little test.
Big slugger in Kansas City had a great year in 1985. He hit 36 home runs. Steve Balboni was called.
Bye-bye, Balboni. The pitcher's fallen behind, 2-0.
No, I wouldn't let him swing in this situation.
Over to first. Safe at first. Deep fly ball to center field. You can catch that one, Buck. 2 outs and runners on first and second. At bat with a run scored, Jay Buhner. It's a ball. 1-0. Deep fly ball to center field. He makes the catch. That's the 3rd out with 2 left aboard. At the top of the 4th, the Mariners lead.
Well, they've done everything right here today, Jim. That's why they're leading this ball game. You know, if this infield is back, he can put down a bunt and beat it out.
He's got himself a knock. 1 on and nobody out. To the plate, Darren Fletcher.
I think this is a good time to start the runner.
Slider high and tight. Ground ball taken to right. A single by Fletcher. 2 on and no outs. Batting 1 for 1, Ed Sprague. That pitch hit him. He'll take first.
Jim, a good pitcher lets the batter know that he owns the inside half of the plate.
Up next, Alex Gonzalez.
You got to make sure you don't get the ball up so this guy can drive it to the outfield.
A strike thrown. Two strikes on him.
Here we go, Mariners.
Curveball inside. It's way back. Grand slam home run.
Boy, there was no doubt about that one. He knew that one was gone as soon as he hit it.
That's a grand slam home run.
Jim, they really needed him to come through right then, and he did. What a good piece of hitting.
Line drive up the middle.
Now, there's a pretty good defensive play. That line drive was headed to the outfield.
1 out and nobody on. Didn't find the plate. Ball. 1-0. Another ball.
This guy's really struggling out there on the mound right now. They'll probably have the hitter take a pitch or two.
Curveball down and in.
I think what I'd think about right here was making this guy throw a strike. I'm taking here.
3 balls and 1 strike. He's 0 for 1. He's walked another one.
Jim, there's a great example of a guy being patient. He never got a real good pitch to hit, and he took the walk. This could be a good opportunity to start the runner.
Deep fly ball to center field. Easy out. 2 outs and 1 on. Hitting 0 for 2. Carlos Delgado. Fastball down the middle. 0 and 1. Didn't find the plate. Ball. Line drive up the middle. He tosses it to second base. Safe at second. That's a base hit. 2 outs and 2 on. Hitting 0 for 2. Sean Green. He'll try and get him off first. Safe at second. Safe at first. Slider low and away. Slider broke down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's 0 for 2. Here's the new pitcher, Tim Davis. He got all of that. That's a towering home run.
Man, oh man, that was a bomb. He smoked that ball.
A 3-run home run. 2 outs, nobody on. Batting 1 for 2, Jose Canseco. Hit by the pitch. Do you think he meant to do that?
Ooh, that's got to hurt, Jim. Looks like we could have the makings of a heated rivalry here.
Batting 1 for 1, Darren Fletcher. It's a ball. Ground ball up the middle. Nice hit by Fletcher. 2 outs and runners on first and second. Batting 1 for 1, Ed Sprague. One and 0. Curveball down the middle. Another ball. The count's even, 2 and 2. Line drive to third base. What a great catch. Tight game.
Man, oh man, they just hammered the pitching that inning. They seemed to hit everything thrown at them.
Oh, way behind on that one. 0 and 1. Didn't find the plate. Ball. Here's the right-handed pitcher, Woody Williams. Curveball down and in. Three balls and 1 strike. He'll put him on first.
That shows to me a lot of discipline. You know, he went to the plate knowing he had to get on base, and he worked him for the walk. Well, Jim, if I were in this situation, I'd start the runner right here.
Didn't find the plate. Ball. Slider down and in. Split finger outside. Here's a hitter's count, 3-0.
You know, the way things are going right now, I'd make him throw a strike. I'm going to have this guy taken.
Oh, that surprised him. He's walked another one.
I think he tried to make the batter chase that bad pitch, and he was able to hold up.
Hitting 0 for 1, Dan Wilson. One and 0. Pickoff attempt at first base. Safe at first. Line drive pulled down the left side. Safe at second. What a hit. No outs and the base is loaded. Batting 1 for 2, Rob Ducey. It's a ball. 1-0. He's batting 1 for 2. There's a pickoff attempt at third. Safe at third. Another throw to third. Safe at third.
That's a good one.
Another run scores. Hitting 2 for 2, Joey Cora.
All you want to do right here is make sure you get a good pitch. Take advantage of that guy at third base.
Line drive, second base. He dropped it. Over to second. Over to third. Safe at second.
The shortstop did a great job of turning that double play. That could really swing the momentum of this inning.
Didn't find the plate. Ball. Fastball down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's had 1 home run already in this ball game. 2 balls and 1 strike. Another strike. Line drive down the left side.
Now there's a good defensive play. That'll pick him up. That was a line drive right at him.
At the top of the 5th, the Toronto Blue Jays trail by 2.
Well, they made the most out of their lone hit. They managed to bring him around to score the run.
Slider broke down the middle. Didn't find the plate. Ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's batting 1 for 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. A frozen rope to left field. A hit by Gonzalez.
He hit that ball as hard as you can hit it. That was some line drive. That will give you a chance to bunt right now.
Curveball down and in. That only missed by a whisker.
You know, the way things are going right here, I'd take a pitch right now.
2 balls and 1 strike. Curveball high and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the batter takes his base.
Jimmy really missed badly on that one. I don't know what he's thinking about. All he's got to do is throw the ball over the plate.
Ouch! He nails him. I'll bet that hurt.
You know, Jim, a pitcher can't be afraid to throw inside, and sometimes that means a batter will get hit.
Hitting 0 for 2, Jose Cruz Jr.
What you need right here is a ball down in the strike zone.
Slider low and away. He's 0 for 2. Nothing but air. 1 ball and 1 strike. Deep fly ball to center field. Easy catch.
Well, Jim, there it is again. They just didn't get the job done, and that guy's still standing at third.
Batting 1 for 3, Carlos Delgado.
Don't try to do too much here. Just drive the ball to the outfield and pick up the sac fly.
Sharp liner to center field. Score another run. Throw to first. Safe at first. RBI single. 1 out and the bases loaded. Batting 1 for 3, Sean Green. Hit weakly to center field. No problem. Over to first.
Jimmy just didn't get the job done. He had a chance to drive in a run from third. That's a big missed opportunity.
Okay, Buck. Here's the right-handed pitcher, Tim Scott. It's a ball. Fastball low and away. The pitcher's fallen behind 2-0. Here's a hitter's count, 3-0.
I wouldn't let him swing right here. I'd like this guy to throw a strike first.
That'll put him on first.
Boy, you always hate to see a pitcher beat himself with the wall.
Another run scores. Hitting 2 for 2, Darren Fletcher. Fastball outside. Another ball. Here's a hitter's count, 3-0. That's another base on balls.
The batter's too smart to fall for a bad pitch like that.
The pitcher's second walk of the game. There's a run scored. Hard hit to the fence. It's caught.
That was a pretty good play in the outfield right there. That ball had a chance, but he made a routine fly ball out of it.
Tight game.
Boy, a big inning like that is just exactly what they needed. Those 3 runs should get them right back in this ball game.
Didn't find the plate. Ball. 1-0. Fastball up and in. That's chin music. Shallow pop fly up the middle. No problem. 1 out and nobody on. Hitting 0 for 1, Edgar Martinez. Hit to right field. Easy play. 2 outs, nobody on. Hitting 0 for 1, Jay Buhner. 0-1. Deep fly ball to center field. Routine catch. 3 up and 3 down. After 5, the Blue Jays lead.
Jim, this is one of my favorite teams right here. These guys really play good baseball.
Didn't find the plate. Ball. He's 2 for 2. Curveball low and away. A frozen rope to left field. He dropped it. He booted it. 1 on and nobody out. Hitting 0 for 3, Shannon Stewart. Line drive, pulled down the left side. 10 hits this game for Toronto.
He jumped all over that pitch and hit it right over the infield.
He'll toss it over to first and keep that runner close. Safe at first. Line drive taken to left. He gets it to third base. And a run scores.
When that base runner broke, there was a big hole on the infield. He drove it right through there.
Okay, Buck. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Changeup, low and outside. 1-0. Another ball. Changeup inside. He's walked another one.
That walk could be the start of something big right here.
Hitting 2 for 4, Carlos Delgado.
In this situation, don't think about pulling the ball. Just try to go up the alleys deep for the sac fly.
It's a ball. 1-0. He's 2 for 4. Another ball. Two balls and 1 strike. Another ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. He's walked another one.
Now there's a good example of a guy being patient.
Another walk surrendered. There's a run scored. Batting 1 for 4, Sean Green. The relief pitcher, Paul Spaljerek.
You can't waste too many of these scoring opportunities. Drive the ball to the outfield and pick up this runner.
It's way back. He brings them all home. Grand slam.
Huey, that ball was up so long they should have shown a movie on it.
A grand slam home run for Toronto.
Jim, the pitcher, just didn't have a chance right there. He was locked in, got his pitch, and hammered it.
Not even close. He's batting 1 for 2. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sharply hit liner down the left side.
He drilled that pitch into the outfield for a single.
1 on and nobody out. The relief pitcher, Mike Timlin. Curveball low and away. Another ball. Here's a hitter's count. 3-0. Sharp liner to center field. To the first baseman. Safe at first.
That was a nice piece of hitting. Now there's a perfect example of simply moving the runner into scoring position.
Hit deep to left field.
I tell you, he got a good jump on that ball off the bat, got underneath it and made an easy play of it.
Safe at second. Ooh, that surprised him. 3 runs scored by Gonzalez. Didn't find the plate. Ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Taken down the left side.
Well, I tell you, that ball's not carrying today. That's just another routine out to the outfield.
Missed by Rodriguez. Buck, you have that look of, I'd like to tell a story.
On September 23rd of 1845, the New York Knickerbocker Baseball Club was created by Alexander J. Cartwright, who many believe was the real founder of baseball.
Most interesting, Mr. Martinez. Now let's get back to the game. Oh, he hit that hard. It's a laser beam. It's caught. Caught at the wall by Junior.
I'll tell you what, Jim, this team is really hammering that baseball today. They seem to be locked in a definite groove.
Line drive, pulled down the left side. It's a single by Davis.
Now, he didn't try to overpower that ball. He just sat back and stroked it to the outfield. Jim, they've been pretty effective with runners in scoring position. Now they've just got to move the runner over.
Split finger inside. Swung on and missed. The count's 1-2. Struck him out swinging.
He put that pitch right where he needed to. You couldn't ask for a better strikeout pitch than that one.
It's a strikeout by Williams. Slider broke down the middle. 0-1. Taken down the left side.
That outfielder made a good play on that ball. That ball looked like it was headed to the alley, but he caught up to it and made a nice catch.
2 outs and 1 on. Buck, you have that I'd like to tell you a story. Go ahead.
Jim, did you realize that the on-deck circle has to be at least 37 feet from home plate? They don't want that next batter standing up there too close, getting a good look at the pitcher.
Way to go, Buck. Now let's get back to the game. Leading off for the Toronto Blue Jays, Mariano Duncan. The relief pitcher has come onto the field. Fastball low and inside. Hit weakly down the line.
You know, Jim, we talk about a can of corn. You know where that came from? In the old grocery stores, the corn used to be up on the top shelf, and the owner used to knock it down with a stick and then catch it in his apron. That's where the phrase came from, can of corn.
1 out and nobody on. Nice hit by Cruz Jr. 1 out, 1 on. Hitting 2 for 4, Carlos Delgado.
Well, if I were on defense right now, I'd be thinking about that runner at first. He might be moving.
Didn't find the plate. Ball. There's the pickoff throw. Safe at first. Another ball. The pitcher's fallen behind 2-0. He's 2 for 4.
This guy's a bit of a free swinger, but I'll bet you they've got him taken right here.
2 outs and 1 on. Hitting 2 for 5, Sean Green. One and 0. Slider outside. Slider down and in. Here's a hitter's count, 3-0. He walks to first. Hitting 2 for 3, Jose Canseco. One and 0. He's 2 for 3. Just missed. Over to first. Safe at first. Another throw to first. Nothing doing. Safe at first. Line drive taken to left. Throw to second. Safe at second.
That's one of those seeing eye singles that just found its way into the outfield.
Fastball down the middle. 0-1. Oh, he's crushed it. It's going. Grand slam home run.
I think that one's still coming down, Jim. He really got all of that one.
Come on.
That's a grand slam home run. 2 outs, nobody on. Up next, Ed Sprague. The relief pitcher, Heathcliff Slocum. Fastball down the middle. It's a ball. The relief pitcher, Bobby Ayala. Another strike. The count's 1-2. The relief pitcher, Jeff Facero. Line drive down the left side. He makes the catch.
This team is really struggling to hit with runners in scoring position. They've stranded a boatload of runners in this game.
Time for the 7th inning stretch. Buck, lead us all in a little chorus of Take Me Out to the Ballgame, would you? Great hit. Apparently, he just doesn't want to throw the ball to the plate. Safe at first. That pitch hit him. He'll take first.
The batter didn't like getting hit too much, but the best way to show up a pitcher is to jack one out of the yard.
Hitting 0 for 2, Edgar Martinez. Fastball high and away. deep fly ball to left field. He makes the out. Safe at second. 2 outs and 2 on. Hitting 0 for 2, Jay Buhner. That one's headed for the stands. Home run, Mariners.
I tell you one thing, that had sound of a home run all the way.
2 outs, nobody on. Hitting 2 for 2, Russ Davis. Oh, that surprised him. Ground ball pulled down the left side. He got him. That's the third. At the top of the 8th, the Blue Jays lead.
You know what? This is a great time to get the scrubs in the game. You know, everybody's upbeat, but get those guys some at-bats.
What a catch by Rodriguez. 1 out and nobody on. Over the past couple of seasons, Buck, the Mariners have had the most potent offense in baseball. In fact, they set a major league record for home runs in a season in '97.
Well, they had some great hitters in their lineup, including Ken Griffey Jr., Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez, and their young shortstop, Alex Rodriguez. It's a powerful lineup, 1 through 9.
Didn't find the plate. Ball. 1-0. He's batting 1 for 5. Throw to first. Got him. 2 outs, nobody on. Batting 1 for 3, Mariano Duncan. Didn't find the plate. Ball. Sinker down and in. Here's a hitter's count. 3-0. He's batting 1 for 3.
The way things have gone in this inning, I'm going to make him take a pitch.
A strike thrown. He walks him.
Nibble, nibble, nibble. Throw one down the middle. Give your defense a chance to help you out.
Batting 1 for 4, Jose Cruz Jr. Sinker gets in on him. Hit to center field. He snagged that one with ease. That's the third out with a man stranded. A blowout in the 8th. Spin us a yarn, would you, Buck?
Jim, a couple of great pitchers in 1969 tied for the Cy Young Award. The Tigers' right-hander Denny McClain and the Orioles left-hander Mike Cuellar tied, and they were both given a Cy Young Award.
Absolutely amazing. 0-1. 1 out and nobody on. Batting 1 for 3, Dan Wilson. It's a ball. Hit to left field.
Well, there's a fly ball to the outfield. Not much on it. That guy got over, camped under it, and made an easy play.
2 outs, nobody on. Ground ball to second base. To first. 3 up and 3 down. After 8, the Seattle Mariners trail by 8.
Well, Huey, this game's gotten a little out of hand tonight. How about a couple of those chork sandwiches?
Line drive to right field.
Now, that ball was hit on a line, but it was right at him.
1 out and nobody on. Split finger low and away. 3 runs scored by Green. Nice pitch. That's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 home runs already by Green. Line drive to right field.
Boy, that was a good swing right there. That was some line drive. That thing really jumped off his bat.
1 out, 1 on.
This could be an opportunity to score some runs. Maybe they're going to start the runner right here.
1-0. He missed the bunt. Here's the substitute third baseman. Fastball low and away. He's hit 3 for 4. It's back. It's way back. It's caught. Caught at the wall by Junior. Missed by the second baseman. 2 outs and 1 on. Fly ball taken down the right side. Nice catch. That's the third out with a man stranded. A blowout in the 9th. Let's squeeze in a nickname, Buck.
Joe Jackson of the early White Sox days had a very unusual name.
Shoeless Joe Jackson. Why did he get that nickname? I don't even know.
Lost his shoes.
He puts down the bunt. Fastball outside. 1-0. Ground ball to second base. Throw to first. He's out of there. 2 outs, nobody on. Batting 1 for 3, Ken Griffey Jr. 1-0. Another ball. Curveball outside. Here's a hitter's count, 3-0. The new second baseman, Pat Kelly.
Jim, if I were hitting right now, I'd be taking pitches until he shows me he can throw a strike.
3 balls and 1 strike. That's another base on balls. Hitting 0 for 3, Edgar Martinez. The relief pitcher, Randy Myers. Slider broke down the middle. Changeup down the middle. 2 strikes on him. Hit weakly to center field. Easy play. Put this one in the books. Toronto wins it by 8. Well, you know, they needed the big bats to step up.
Well, you know, these guys have been stepping up all year long, and they came through when it really counted.